MLB Network brings you baseball from under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phils are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Jake Arrieta will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we don't see very many guys finish what they started. He almost did in his last one, getting into the 9th inning to earn the win in his last start, and they'd love to get another 8+ innings out of this guy here today.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder number 6.
And the first pitch of the night here is taken for ball 1, and we're officially underway in Philadelphia. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
And that's in there on the high outside corner. 2-2 now. The 2-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Another 2-2 offering. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Weakly hit towards first. He's got to hurry, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. He had exactly 100 RBIs, and if you talk to him, he'll let you know 100 RBIs is pretty special, folks. I think he's the kind of guy that can have another big year.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good looking sinker on the inside corner, and set up behind the plate. Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire. Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Full count to Jose Peraza.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
High in the air out to center field. Pereira is there, 2 gone.
Batting third, first baseman number 19, Joey Votto.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Joey Votto. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here comes the first pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Just getting started here in Philly. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Liner toward right center. Williams is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Reds are down in order, so now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Anthony DeSclafani, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's hitting over .350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
Up next will be Nick Williams, and he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. The pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hit.
Hernandez.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
A bouncer up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. So here's the cleanup hitter, Adam Duvall. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
Adam Duvall.
First offering on its way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Here's a high pop-up. And there's your first out of the inning.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's focus on third baseman Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
In now for the Reds, Scooter Gennett. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. A tough sinker on the inside corner. No score here as we play inning number 2. Drilled down the line, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Throw into second, and he'll reach second now with 1 away.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
And that brings up Scott Schebler as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Now the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. 0-2, here it is. Fouled away. The next 0-2. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Gennett leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. Schebler takes the turn at third. He wants it all.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Hoskins going back. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Reds move out in front now 3-0.
Yeah, he saw his partner in crime go deep the previous bat and thought, hey, I want to get some of that. And that's just what he did. Back-to-back homers, doing it in style.
There's a breaking ball over the outer half. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hoskins waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani.
So here's the Reds pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. 3 runs already home here. 1-2 the count to the Reds pitcher. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Reds 3 and the Phillies nothing. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Now the pitch. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there and a strong arm.
Here's Carlos Santana now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Duvall. 2 down.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Michael Franco.
Ready now, Michael Franco, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Schebler has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still down 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Billy Hamilton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw will not be in time. It's a perfect bunt there. Nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Now batting, Georgia, Jose Peraza.
And here's Jose Peraza. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively, to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
The 1-1 home. Strike 2 swinging.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
We're going to see something pretty special here on Show Track. Check out the top speed of one of the fastest men in baseball as he goes all the way from first to home to score rather easily. That's about as good as it gets in the speed category right there. In is Joey Votto now. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Wow, his last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, completely different story. I think their approach coming to the plate tonight was to lay off that pitch until he shows he can throw it for a strike.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 23.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Duvall. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well. And he's in safely to third, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike 1. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Scooter Gennett is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. Duvall takes his lead at third with 1 away. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead. Into the box now, Scott Schebler. And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat, he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind an account, sits on something off-speed or the breaking ball.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Reds lead this one 6-0. So coming to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Popped him up, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He's set. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a drive out to left center field. Alfaro rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. And the deficit now stands at 5.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, taking the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Into the box, Jake Arrieta, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. And that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit. And the throw in gets away from him.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him. But not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back on.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Duvall has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Ready for another chance? Nick Williams. And their runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. And 1 man left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the Reds 6 and the Phillies 2. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Eugenio Suarez. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 1-0. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is taken high above the zone.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Tucker Barnhart. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Barnhart bats left but throws right and stands at 5'11". He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him. That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Standing in now, Anthony DeSclafani. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1 and 2 in the count. Your head starts to get on.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He popped out in his first trip.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Line toward the alley and left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what, and this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
From the belt, the pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Hoskins is on his way home. Now the relay home. And he will score ahead of the play, and that'll cut things to 6-3 now.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Into the box, Michael Franco. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, Catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Alfaro. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. From the belt, the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other.
There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And this one is gone, a home run. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Into the box now, Jake Arrieta.
Jake Arrieta.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Up next for Philadelphia, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We're through 4, and we're all even now at 6-6. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Billy Hamilton.
First pitch on its way. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And here's Jose Peraza. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's a strike. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. The 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
2-2 count. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Here's the first pitch to him. Sliders in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Six runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Up next will be Nick Williams.
Leading off for the Phillies, right fielder, Nick Williams.
First pitch coming, here it is. Lined hard toward right center, but this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez.
He swings and sends it on a line to right center.
And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Up next for Philadelphia, left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
Striding in once again, Rhys Hoskins. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Votto in foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hernandez, a runner at second with 1 away. A swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So now Carlos Santana. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Duvall moves over. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Phillies strand 1. We're still tied 6-6. Digging in once again, Adam Duvall. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Adam Duvall.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate. The 0-1 on its way. And he hung a curveball that time that stayed high. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's taken for strike 2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Scooter Gennett stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
1-1. Taken, strike two. 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Pereira's there, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Scott Shepard.
Striding in once again, Scott Shebler. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. This game remains tied at 6.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Cincinnati, number 49, Zach White.
Ready for another shot now. Michael Franco. He flew out in his last at bat.
Third baseman, Michael Franco.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Shebler moves over. 1 out.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Digging in and looking for more. Jorge Alfaro. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's set, and the pitch. This is in the air to right. Shebler has a beat on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through for a hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Aaron Altair will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Aaron Altair.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hamilton is after it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Aaron Nola is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 27, Aaron Nola.
Digging in to try it again, Eugenio Suarez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Tucker Barnhart.
Ready for another chance? Tucker Barnhart, his past line against Aaron Nola. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot down the line in right. First home run of the campaign for him as they move out in front 7-6.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until, clank, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
46, Bill Johnson.
Hit hard up the middle. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. One strike offering now to Hamilton. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Fouled off. This is on the ground over to first. Gloved by Santana, and he'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
No real chance for him to roll 2 that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
And here's Jose Peraza, his past line against Aaron Nola. He's a .333 hitter. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground to third. Bronco fields it cleanly. The throw pulls him off the bag. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night like this, it's tough to get a good grip on the ball. It's a little frigid out there, and he might have lost a little bit of feeling in his fingers. Never easy to make a good throw when that's the case.
In is Joey Votto now. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. The runner from first crosses the plate. That makes it a 9-6 ball game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Standing in now, Adam Duvall, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Missed with a slider. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. 1 Philly error and a runner left. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. The Reds lead it 9-6. Wandy Peralta gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Wandy Peralta.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Odubel Herrera. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Suarez has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Saison Hernandez.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Cesar Hernandez. He doubled his last time through. From the stretch. Swinging a soft liner, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately. There's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first.
Boy, frustrating from a pitcher standpoint right there. That swinging bunt, almost a perfect swinging bunt, made it field by the third baseman.
Yeah, grown man hit that ball, man. Without question, grown man hit that ball. I can't begin to tell you, though, how tough it is for a third baseman to come in, barehand that off the grass, and be able to put a strong throw to first base.
Hey, what does it feel like when you get to first after one of those swinging bunt knocks?
Man, get you some.
Carlos Santana will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
The 0-1 delivery. Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded by Jeanette. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They don't make any headway. Still down 9-6. Ready once again, Scooter Jeanette. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
Second baseman, Scooter Jeanette.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
And a fastball just a bit up. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
No balls and a strike to count.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First offering on its way. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit high and deep to right center. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They won't add to their 9-6 lead. Ready now, Maikel Franco. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Third baseman, Maikel Franco.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 0-1. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Schebler sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Alfaro is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here it comes. Right side, hit hard. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, don't take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford.